Hello! I was originally going to do a video on what modifications I wouldn't get. Then I looked at my list and realised that my list for modifications that I would get was a lot longer. So these are the modifications that I would get. I've talked about it on previous videos how I'd really like to get my tongue split. That is the most realistic one that I've come even remotely close to getting. I had my tongue stretched to 6mm just so that I could get it split a lot easier, because when you get your tongue split it's likely that you'll lose a bit of length in the split because it heals up a bit. Having recently found that my tongue was still pierced after a very long time, if you'd like to watch me try and find out how big the hole is still in my tongue, watch this video and I'll go through it a bit there with a bit of fun with some tapers I have. I have come close to getting it split a couple of times, it's just I've not been able to get it done, mostly for financial reasons. In my time I've had a lot of surface piercings and I've had a lot in my arm. You can't tell now, the scars are there. The one that I never really got because I couldn't find anywhere that did it was an arm staple. It's basically so you can see the bar over the top as opposed to a surface piercing where the bar would be underneath. I'd really love to get one of those, although I remember getting my arm hit quite a lot when I had the surface piercing. Something that I think looks incredibly good, especially on cosplayers, is pointy ears, elf ears. I would love to get this done, but I don't think it would suit me. The second most likely extreme modification that I've ever come close to getting done would be a magnetic implant in my finger. I started looking into it years and years ago and it definitely wasn't as big as it is now, and it's still pretty unheard of. After doing quite a lot of research I found out you get a sixth sense of magnetic north. Your body kind of works as a compass. I don't know how true this is, but I'd really like to find out. Transdermal implants are another thing that I would really love to get. This is where a material is put under the skin in a certain shape. These can look absolutely amazing, and I'm sure most of you have seen some really weird websites with extreme body modifications on them, with people with horns in their head and all sorts of things like that. I would really love to have them under the skin on this arm. Unfortunately, with subdermal implants there is a high risk of rejection, and after you paid a lot of money to get it done, it would seem a shame that even after 2 years or something, that's how long some of them can take to heal. If it were to go wrong after that kind of time, just by getting it knocked or something like that, I'm really disappointed, but still it's something I would really love to get done. I think the last kind of implant that I would get if I had my own company or business card or anything like that would be an NFC chip. NFC meaning near field communication. You can get implanted under your skin so you can carry your business card wherever you like and just tap it on someone's phone. Potentially, now that you can pay for stuff with your phone, I'm sure there'll be a way of just tapping with your finger. I can see an issue with this. That's why the iPhone has the fingerprint recognition. You don't want to just go paying for things willy-nilly. A few of the things that I'd really like to get, I've seen friends get. This includes stretching your piercings. Now I've already talked about my tongue being stretched, but unfortunately when it came to trying to stretch my labret, I wasn't able to, and my septum. I would really love to stretch these. I just can't deal with the pain. I'm a bit of a pansy when it comes to that. I think I will try again in the future. Deep chest piercing. I don't think that I would ever get it done, even with all the money in the world, but I still really love how it looks. Not a body modification as such, but I would really love to do a suspension. There are loads of different types of suspensions, but I would really love to do a suicide suspension where they put hooks in your back and then they suspend you from the air, just like this. I think eye tattoos make such an impact. They look incredible. Of course it's quite dangerous. It's a lot safer than it used to be when it first came about. Since I'm not that likely to get it done, I haven't really thought about what colour I'd get. The last of the modifications that I could think of offhand was black ink. A friend of mine has a lot of blackout tattoo over his body. Originally when I got that done I wanted to have black going up my arm, but I never got it done. Still contemplating whether to or not. Really loving the idea though. Now for a list of things that I wouldn't get. The horns, as I said before. Subdermal implants, they suit other people. I honestly don't think I could get away with it at my job. They are very lenient, as you can probably tell from the way I look now, but I don't think they're quite that lenient. The inside lip tattoo, the ones down here, don't see the point in them. Don't like the way they look. They just look like a child has written it most of the time. No, it's not my thing. Each to their own though. Talking about stretching my labret and septum, I would never get my cheeks stretched. I've seen pictures of it and it doesn't really interest me. Saline injections are a rather bizarre practice. I think the most common one that I can think of is what they call donut head. Over in Japan, I think it was quite a while ago. It's where you inject saline into the head and it becomes into a kind of donut shape, funnily enough, and it lasts about 24 to 48 hours, I think, something like that. Not entirely sure why you would want to do this, but then again, it's just a fad. After a while, the saline gets absorbed by the body and just flushes out your system. I'm not entirely sure about that. Scarification and branding really do interest me, but the thing is, if I ever wanted something marked on my body, I would just get it tattooed. Scarification is usually done with a scalpel or very sharp object where it's just cutting your skin, and then the scars that heal are a different colour. Sometimes they're raised, sometimes they're dipped, and it can look amazing. It's a lot more subtle than a tattoo. Branding is when you get a red hot poker with a label on it and burn a mark onto the skin. More commonly now, this is done with electricity, as it's a lot safer and the healing process is a lot easier as well. Dermal punch, not a big fan myself because it feels a bit like cheating. For example, if you were to get it done in your ear, if you have a normal lobe and you don't want to stretch it, you just want a hole there immediately, it's just like a hole punch. If you want a stretched ear or stretched anything, do the work behind it. It will feel better having worked at it. And damn if that's not going to hurt a lot. Come on, a big hole of skin, just no. One of the ones that I can't even bear to look at is the Achilles piercing. Oh god, I've only seen a couple of pictures of it. It looks so painful. Just to get it done, and people have stretched them up, and oh god, I couldn't even imagine. But it looks incredible. I love the way it looks, but I don't think I could ever go through anything like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If I've hit a nerve, sparked some kind of inspiration with you, please let me know in the comments below. If you want to, I have a Facebook page and Instagram. I use Instagram most of all. I'm pretty much posting non-stop. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next week. If you have a look at my previous videos, you'll see that I did a 24-hour gaming marathon. I wasn't part of the gaming part. I was live streaming it. It's the first time I'd ever done anything like that, so it took a lot of research. So sorry this video is a bit late. Thanks for bearing with me. Hey, have a lovely day, evening, morning, afternoon,